That didn't take long. Trump's wearing a ball gag again. I'm glad I wrote about the prosecutors pushing Trump's buttons yesterday when I did. I wrote that when Jack Smith let it slip that Mark Meadows had turned canary yellow, Trump went ballistic on social media, causing Smith on Friday night to file a motion with Judge Chutkan to reinstate his gag order while his appeal was heard. I estimated the process would take 7 to 10 days to play out. Screw that. My estimate was that the judge would give the defense 48 to 72 hours to file a response, and then the prosecution 24 to 48 hours for a final say before considering and ruling. Time equals 400 ms. greater than, but apparently Judge Chutkan has already heard all she needs to hear from Trump and his flying monkeys. It's just after 2 inches and Judge Chutkan has just ordered Trump to go back to looking like the Gimp in Pulp Fiction. Fortunately, Trump looks good in a power red ball gag. So what happens next? It already has, with Traitor To9t taking to Bullsh social to slam the judge as being such a Trump hater that she's incapable of giving him a fair trial, and vowing to appeal her reinstatement of the gag order. Sweet Jesus, I want to see that one happen. It's easy to get into the comfort zone of regarding His Lowness as a legal imbecile, because he proves it on a daily basis. But if his lawyers actually try that stunt, then they wasted $100,000 on those law degrees, because they're as imbecilic as he is. Answer me this. How in the FCK do you appeal a ruling that you're already appealing? Chutkan put a gag order on Trump. He appealed. Fine. Forget her putting the gag order on hold, it's still the same gag order. Is the D.C. federal court running a 2-for-1 on gag order appeals this week? Speaking of the gag order, it looks like I nailed that one yesterday. Legal analysts, including a former Superior Court judge, are saying El Pendejo Presidente is dead in the water on that one. As former Judge Carol Lamb pointed out this morning on MSNBC, most appellate judges started out as line judges. They've all imposed gag orders at one time or another, and are unlikely to take that tool out of Judge Chutkan's toolbox. Especially since Chutkan isn't banning him from discussing the general aspects of his case on the campaign. He just can't piss in the punch bowl. So of course Franken Trump turns around and *TS in his own mess kit. Judge Chutkan actually did Trump a solid in electing to put his gag order on hold pending appeal. If the gag order was in place, the appellate court would be more likely to expedite his Didnt hearing so as to minimize the damage to him if they ruled in his favor. With the gag order on hold, Trump was free to do as he pleased. Time equals 400 ms. greater than with the gag order reinstated. The appellate court will likely hear the case sooner rather than later, and the prosecution now has a howitzer shell to explode on Trump, able to argue that the gag order must remain in place, since Trump is an uncaged hyena without it. TS is going to be some fun to watch. More importantly, Trump's stupidity could come back to bite him in the ass down the road. If the appellate court shoots Trump down, you now have case precedent. And the prosecutors in Manhattan and Fulton County, Georgia can use Trump's own case precedent when he tries to appeal gag order rulings in those cases. What a world-class dumbass.